Yo, people, what's going on? Back again for another episode. The opinions. Akeem, what you saying, bro?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. What are you saying?
I'm calm, you know. I'm all right, bro. I'm all right, man. Man done a stream with Turkish a bit earlier, blood. It was funny still, not gonna lie.
I just see the message come up still. Someone
Just
said be funny, rattled a few, man.
Yeah, bro, it's got to be done, you know. You know them ones. It's got to be done. It's got to be done, bro. Like, you know me already.
What was it about?
Nah, you know what happened? Yeah. You know what happened, yeah? Like a channel sent in a super chat and was like, Rants, when you coming on my channel? And I was just like, bruv, like respectfully, bruv, like I don't know you like that. You know them ones. No, but you know what I mean though. It's like that's all it was really. I just said respectfully, I don't know you like that. Like once man gets to know someone, yeah. Then
he dropped a super chat asking you that.
Yeah, and it's not the first time he's done it, innit? And it just kind of rubbed me up the wrong way today because it was just one of them ones. You know, sometimes you just have days where you wake up in the morning and you're like, bruv, like not today, innit? Now I'm saying I'm not in a bad mood or nothing like that, but it's just like, bro, it's kind of like I just mind my own business, bruv, in this YouTube world, bro. Like I'm not necessarily the guy for this. Like I'm here.
Huh? What's he, a Man United fan?
No. Like a rival fan. And no disrespect. I was like, bro, I don't know you like that. Like, I don't really go on people's channels unless I know them. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if I went on every channel that messaged me and said, "Oh, Rants, come on my channel, bro," like I wouldn't get a day off. I wouldn't get an hour off. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and that's just all it was. And then man were laughing because they thought, right, like that's kind of cold. But I was like, bro, like I'm just being very, very honest. Rather that than man just keeps airing your messages. Because then people will say, right, Rants is airing, man, and he's rude and that. I'm not rude, bro, but
that's the next thing he's gonna. Or now he's just gonna say, "Oh, you're rude."
But he knows. But he took it well because he understands what I'm saying, and he even said that loads of channels are always messaging him as well. And obviously, when you're focusing on your own thing and building your own thing, yeah, and also helping, and I help a lot of people, blood.
Right, who is it? Who is this person?
But it's not important because I don't want to make it look like man's trying to disrespect man because it's not that. But I help a lot of people on my channel, bro. Do you know what I mean? And it's one of them ones where, bruv, man, you can't help everyone, bro. Do you know what I mean? And then you have to think about your own mental health as well, blood. Like I started giving myself a day off in the week now. Do you know what I mean? Because before I didn't give myself a day off. Now I give myself one day off on the weekend. That you have to look after yourself, bro. You can't spread yourself too thin, bro.
For real.
Yeah, I mean, and that's just all it is. And people are like, yeah, and people were like, oh, like, do you know what I mean? Oh, it was a bit harsh. It wasn't harsh, bro. Like I was being nice, bro. You know them. I was being nice, bro. But people don't like to hear the truth, cause sometimes, you know what I mean? Because sometimes the truth is uncomfortable, but that's life.
For real. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes, you know what? Sometimes is better. Do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, the bluntness, yeah, and people saying yes or no fast, yeah, is better. You know what I'm saying? Rather than someone stringing a man along, like maybe we'll do in a couple of weeks, maybe we'll do that. And then you know it's never going to happen, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So you're just building up a full sense. So sometimes it's easier just to say, yeah, no, I can't do it. Or I don't want to.
No, but this is it, bro. So like big up everyone. Everyone here knows what I'm like anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone knows what I'm like, bro. That's why you man ride for me, bro. And that's what it is. I only care about my community here, bro. When I go on other people's channels, if people are chatting shit in the comments, I don't care, bro. It's not my channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really here for them, blood. I mean, I'm here because the person's whose channel wants me to be here, bro. You don't have to agree with what I say. I don't care. And that's just kind of how it is. But the people here know how I stay, and they know how I am with my people, bro. I put on bare people, bro. There's no one on YouTube now, yeah, that shares their platform with as many people and actually actively tries to push their people to do well, blood. So, do you know what I'm saying? I don't need to apologize if I'm too tired to go somewhere else, blood. I'm not doing it.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? Straight up. All right, big up everyone inside, bruv. Right, are these new quotes? Are these new quotes? Did Ollie have a presser or something? Because, bruv, I don't watch him. Man, no, I don't watch his pressers and all them ones.
We did a little bit of training, some recovery because we got Wednesdays.
And not a game till Sunday. Yeah, but what training, bruv? Is it balls in bins or like a man doing other things, bruv? Has been training, so that's a boost for us. Everybody's not gonna play on the weekend. There's no need. But big up Daniel. Good to see you back, bro. You know the ones. It's been a minute. We've moved Shola up with us. Hannibal will join us. We will keep with us for a while.
You're bringing some youngest.
Yeah, I think training for the first team is the next step of the development, and we've just got to take the hit on them when the players play for the reserves. Okay, cool. I hear that. No, I hear that. But yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? I don't really care. Like, there's normal stuff at football clubs. Players move up from the youth team all the time, going to the first team. You're not going to see them in the first team squad, but they'll be training with the first team. That's good for their development. Yeah, man. It's all good.
That's a normal occurrence.
Yeah.
In fact, that happens a lot, especially with teams that are in 3 or 4 competitions. It happens. I think Man City done that with a few players as well. They even put them in their squad a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
but you have to get them in the right mindset of like how the first team plays and trains in comparison to, you know, where they are at the moment, reserves or the under 23s, under 21s, whatever. So
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. He's saying 2-point shot against Everton. Yeah, we need a win, bruv, because our last 5 games, our record's not been great, innit? And at the end of the day, we need to get back into the routine of winning games because City, I feel like City are gonna pam up Tottenham, bruv.
Well, City have got Tottenham and then Everton, innit? So this is gonna be these are two games that obviously they're gonna probably win at least one of them, but this is a good opportunity now. Like both of them 2 teams shouldn't lie down in it because they should be 2 teams that one of them's gonna cause them problems in it, either Everton or Spurs. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. But knowing us, we'll go and just like how we had that perfect opportunity when Liverpool and City are playing each other last week.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're gonna go ahead and draw in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Them ones there. So that's let's see what happens. That's it. Like let's see what happens. This whole season is a roller coaster. Like I've never looked at predicting results and so many times got it wrong. Like this season. Because it's just like the results are just swinging different ways. No one's really keeping form in a particular way. Obviously, not having fans is a massive factor in it. Do you know what I mean? Because I think teams are struggling to find consistency, and it's not even just home fans. Like that's what people a lot of time speak out for. But a lot of the time, especially with big traveling fan bases like Man United, they even our away form a lot of the time when there was fans was pinned to the fact that we had loud away fans.
Our away fans are better than our home fans.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
United away, bruv, it's always sick.
Bro,
when we go away, our away fans are lit, bro. Like, I prefer away games, bro. I might not even go to another home game in a while, bruv. It's all about the away games, fam.
Trust me. No, 100%. Listen, that away stand is a mazza.
Rocking, bro. Singing for 90 minutes, 93 minutes. Like, don't sit down. Like, the whole thing, bro. You're just standing for an hour and a half, bro. Like, it's a different vibe, bro. Like, honestly, if you got a choice, if you can only go to see United one time in your life, go to an away game.
Trust. Well, go to an away game and go to make sure you're in.
And just go to the obviously in the away end. But go to an away game, bruv, in the away end, bruv. And I mean, and just go Old Trafford for the museum. Honestly,
man don't care anyway. Man went to a couple of years ago. I went to United City, and I was in the City end with a Man United shirt on. Still, man
trying to die, cuz I hope you had that underneath, blood.
Yeah, it was peak still. But
what you're fucking mad, bro? What?
Mad one at the end. Still, at the end of the game was a mad, lean. Trust me. Must have been me and David still.
That's some sore free business, blood. You're trying to die, cuz. Nah, you're a madman. I would never. Do you know what I'm saying? Big up everyone inside. Slap the like button as you come in. Mods, make sure you're pushing that. Social talking about the abuse and discrimination on social media. if you don't have proof of identification, you can't open an account. That's how it should be. I was talking about this on Turkish's channel, bro. Scan your passport, bruv. Passport or even better, scan your driver's license, because your driver's license got your address on it.
All right, here's the problem though. Here's the problem,
yeah.
With that. The only issue is, in fact, it's not even the only issue. Let's talk real facts, These social media apps, especially Twitter and Instagram, but especially Twitter, I don't think they'll ever do it, because if they do that, I think a lot of the circulation, we know this anyway, especially you, because of the all these football Avi accounts and all of that rubbish, chatting rubbish in the comments underneath tweets, What happens is, I would say, off the top of my head, I would say a large portion, probably about 75% of all of the Twitter traffic in terms of tweets and interactions are made from these non-verified accounts, these people who are basically in the dark, bro. Like,
all their advertising revenue would go down, blood. All the engagement will go down. Everything.
Their daily active users, bro, all their numbers will go down, bro. Their shareholders will be pissed. They ain't gonna do that. Do you know what I'm saying? End of the day, bro, and that's the reality. Even if you look at football Twitter, bro, the majority of these football Twitter, bro, is just these Avi accounts, bro. Like they ain't real people. So if you ask them to verify, they'll just say, all right, allow Twitter then. I'm not using it anymore.
Facts. But yeah,
no one wants to be David flipping Smith from flipping Nottingham, and then they talk crap underneath someone's tweets, and then someone just says, all right, I'll come find you, bro.
Yeah. but brother, like, listen, brother, it needs to happen, innit? Because people just getting too brave, blood. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. Bare people chatting bare shit that they wouldn't chat otherwise.
That's it, because obviously on Twitter or Insta, you can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want, as long as, and you know, some of these guys are professional trolls, like they're professional trolls to the fact that I see something on Vice, and this guy, obviously, you see it all the time, they talk in the dark, blah blah blah. So obviously anonymous, he was like, bro, they're so professional with the thing, they'll put a masked IP address and all of that, just to troll, bro, just to even be racist, sexist, all of that, bro. They can't be found. They can't be found. That's it. So they can just keep chatting.
But most of these little stupid kids, though, on Twitter, those are not. They're not professional trolls. They're just dickheads that need to be punched in the face. That's what they are, bro. Like, I keep it all the way 100. They're just guys that need to get banged in the face. That's all it is, bro. Do you know what I mean? And it's not even just that now. Yeah, the internet has created such a culture that even other YouTubers and that them man putting on whole personas, that's not who they are in real life, because they know that certain people aren't gonna bang them in the face because they'll never see them. That's just how it is, bro. The internet's just breeded this kind of person, this kind of situation, and there's no quick or easy fix for it.
There's none. There is none.
You know what I'm saying? So just is what it is, innit, bro? And that's why I'm glad I got mods anyway on my channel, bro. Man will just block people, innit? Like, if they just chat shit, and then we just keep it moving that way, bro.
That's all you can do, man. That's all you can do. But yeah, hopefully there will be some sort of verification, because I guess now it's just getting worse and worse, in it, with all them comments and stuff about. There's nothing that could be done now until they verify accounts straight. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I know you saw Bayern Munich won the 6 trophies and that, and you saw that Pep came out. Yeah, Pep come out and he was bigging them up and that, because I think they're the first team since Pep's Barca. And yeah, bro, my man said how much of the success is down to the manager, how much is down to the team, and yeah, bro, obviously it will be a mixture of all of these things. It'll be a mixture of the players, it'll be a mixture of the manager, and it'll be a mixture of the board and how the clubs run. You can't have all that success and it just be down to the players or just down to the manager, because do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you gave Ollie those players, he wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So you can't, you can't put it all down to.
Yeah, you can't. Like, and the reality is that it's always a hard one, isn't it? Like, I think through time, you always put it down to the manager, innit? Like, through years, like. But if you look at individual, a lot of the time when it comes to individual games, especially depending on the game or a particular set of players that have been performing badly under multiple managers, that is when you can put it down to the team, innit? Like, I think, for example, Arsenal have more of a team issue rather than a manager issue. Do you know what I'm saying? Because the same set of 5, 6, 7 players have been around for Ljungberg, Arteta, Emery, and even some of them for Wenger as well. 4 managers, and they're all they're still bad. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're still bad. So when you change manager, what it shows,
you're right, actually. I never thought about that with Arsenal. You're right. They've played under multiple managers, and
multiple. I think what Xhaka has been under all 4, bro. Not the right player for. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just one of them ones, bro. It's like, how many other managers need to show it? He's just not the right player. Like, he's not good enough for what Arsenal want to be. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think sometimes that's what you got to look at. And Man United even got to look at that for going forward. Like, when we change managers a lot, and I think Chelsea, that's what helps Chelsea. When they change managers a lot, it's like, this player's not. We can't blame Lampard now, or we can't blame Asari now, because this player's still doing X, Y, and Z. And on the flip side, the same thing. Players do well under multiple managers. That just shows they're a real good player. They are a solid player regardless. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. The Bayern manager's won more trophies than he's lost games, bro.
No. That can't be right.
It is right. Lost 5 games and won 6 trophies, bro.
Bro. That is mad.
Stat man, yeah, bruv. This is America. That's why, bruv. In America, bruv, they're not giving man passports and them thing there, so they ain't got identification.
When they say some what?
Facebook, them man are saying like BAME people are less likely to have ID and that, bro. Bruv, not BAME people, bruv, Americans, bro. Something like 40% of them, have passports or something.
Wait, hold on. Why is Facebook coming out with statements saying BAME people try to come like we're the ones who's doing the trolling and that, or black people?
I don't know, brother.
What sort of line is that?
I don't know, my guy.
That man, I'm hoping that's not literal still.
Nah, but that's probably what they did say, bro. You know them, man. Them man are all Trump guys anyway. You know them ones. So yeah, he's saying it's true, blood, man. They said that. Yeah, bro. Like it gets like that. Do you know what I'm saying? The bottom line is, like, there is a way. Bruv, if you're not old enough to have a provisional license, or a driver's license, or a passport, then bruv, that's your business. You should have to do it under your mum's. So we got your mum's ID. You know that ones. And then if you fuck up, bruv, I'll come to your mum's house, fam. Am I lying though?
Bro,
that's like you can be second driver on your mum's whip, blood.
Bro, it's fair. And you know what? You know what? Why not? Because, bro, in outside the internet, bro, if you do something mad, bro, you either take responsibility of it or someone takes responsibility on your behalf, innit? That's the way the world works, innit? So, end of the day, why is the internet a free-for-all? Like, you can say anything you want or do anything you want, and then nothing happens, bro. Like, it's stupid. It's stupid. It's mad funny because I just remember, all I can think of is Twitter, bro. Twitter, the amount of these accounts, bro. And the funny thing about it is, as soon as you reply back to some of these people, they all of a sudden defensive, like they back off. Oh, I was only joking, blah, blah. But they're like them little kids at school, bro. I'm sure people have used to have them. They were the youngers when you were like probably in like year 10 or 11. They'll just chat rubbish and they'll just need a bang. Now
that's it. One bang just to kind of regulate everything.
That's it. Then that's it. The conversation is done after that. Do you know what I mean?
Fam.
So, until there's verification, nothing's gonna happen. I don't even want to hear about that report when they were mentioning black people. So
bruv, what's your thoughts on this Modric and Gerrard comparisons, bro, that was going around the internet, bro?
They're not well, look. You mean the comparison? You mean asking me who I think's better, or what I think about the whole conversation?
But both.
It's a tough one, isn't it? Like, because I like Gerrard, innit? Like, he's the only Liverpool man that a lot of the time in his career, I would say like I would have taken him like into the Man United team, innit?
Yeah.
I feel like Gerrard. I think Modric is a better footballer, innit? Like he's a better footballer than Gerrard personally. But I do think Gerrard will bring more to a team. If I had a weaker team and I had to buy one or the other.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Just because of his presence and his authority on the pitch and his character.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a tough one, isn't it? It's a tough one. They were both world class at certain points of their career, or Modric for most of his career, even. Do you know what I mean?
Bruv, even at 35 years old, Luka Modric is still a top player, bruv. Steven Gerrard was finished by like 31, blood.
He was. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Who would you choose?
Modric all day. No, it's for me. It's not even a conversation.
No, but no. But we're not talking about who's the better baller. I'm saying who would you choose in your team?
Modric. Because he's better. You know, that's how I pick. That's how I pick my team, blood. I pick my team. I want the best players, innit? I don't give a shit, bro. I don't care about all the other intangibles. You know, that man will say, "Oh, would you put Henderson? I know he's not the best player, yeah, but he talks a lot, bro. Fuck Henderson, bro. Give me Fabinho, blood. You know, I want the better player every time. That's how, bro. Football's a simple game. Give me the better player. I'll beat you.
For me, now,
bro, if I got 11 good players, I don't need a Gerrard, blood. You only need a Gerrard when you've got shit players. You only need a Gerrard when you've got shit players in there, blood. You know, then you need a Gerrard to carry them.
Yeah,
you know them ones there,
Gerrard
bro.
was playing around some
scrubs, bro. You know them ones there, bro. Like when I ain't got those shit players, I don't need a Gerrard. No, like that. When I want to do my little 2-touch game, bouncing the ball, I don't want Gerrard anywhere near that. Then he fuck up my 2-touch and that. Get out of here, bro. Nah, bro. Get Luka in there, blood, to just be rolling, man. Have you seen the way Luka Modric, bro? He's one of the best central midfielders ever to carry the ball in the midfield. Have you seen how he dribbles and carries and progresses the ball, blood?
Oh, he's incredible. And he's incredible. He's incredible with the way he also controls the tempo as well, which is another
mad.
Bro, like that, even in the World Cup a couple of years ago, bro, the way man controlled the tempo in some of those games that I was watching, different gravy. But like I said, it all depends, and it's a tough conversation with them two, but they're both top players. They're both top.
Bruv, you see Modric on the half turn, blood. What? Give him the ball on the half turn with 3 men around him. Drop the shoulder, boom, gone. Take it past 2 men, bounce it off, keep going, get it back, ping, switch the ball. Bruv, he could do everything. Long range banger. How much did
Modric go for
from Tottenham? Not even that much. I think they must have got him for like 40 M's, 40. Or something. I mean, Modric didn't go. Check. He didn't go for too much still.
Let me check.
But he murked it at Tottenham. I said they had Modric, Bale, and fucking Van der Vaart, blood.
Yeah, they had all of them still.
Bro, what?
I think that was the year that they finished 4th, innit?
And they still didn't win nothing, blood. It's peak. You know, that team's destined for no trophies, blood. Leon, fam, it's a massive.
Right, they got a chance next week, though.
Pardon?
They got a chance. What? They got a chance in the Carabao Cup, innit? Oh no, the Carabao Cup's end of the season now, innit?
Yeah, bruv. As a man said, Modric's age better than Gerrard. You know something about footballers, yeah? The best technicians, usually age better. You know them one.
Yeah, that's because they can do more with the ball. They don't have to rely on pace.
They don't have to rely on pace or athleticism, bro. Do you know what I mean? Cristiano Ronaldo's the only caveat to that, really. You know them.
He just became great. He's
just an amazing athlete, and he looked after himself so much that his body didn't age. You know them ones. Like his body hasn't aged.
What do you think about Zlatan though? He's just hitting our milestone last week as well.
Yeah, but Zlatan he's such a technician, bro. Like the man's technical ability is a joke, bro. Like man scoring fucking bicycles from 40 yards and that, bro. Like he's actually like he's a freak, bro. His touch is mad. You know what I'm saying? And he's so intelligent, bro. Like that he doesn't run at all, bro. Like he just doesn't run and he just scores goals. Zlatan is another one. He's like Cristiano, where he's looked after his body, but also his touch and everything is mad, bro.
For real.
It's mad. Not saying that Ronaldo's touch isn't mad, but Ronaldo ain't got a Zlatan touch, bro. Zlatan's touch is different, bro. So it's all mad, isn't it? Them two are like exceptions. They're like freaks in the game of football. Normally, it's the technical players that can evolve their game. Like Zlatan's played up front his whole career, bro. He's a freak. Ronaldo's actually moved further forward, so he can run less and kind of But Zlatan's never ran ever.
But what sort of players would you say is a good example of aging who aged badly then, who didn't get, obviously, besides
Rooney, Gerrard, Lampard, them man all ended up in America in their early 30s, sorry. They age well. You know the ones that early 30s, yeah? You're going on, bruv, they're all one of the best players in their generation, yeah? And they all ended up in America like 31. Yeah. Bruv, Ryan Giggs was playing in the Prem at 39, bruv, doing Cruyff turns in the centre circle, blood. You know them, man. Now, when you look at the levels, do you see what I mean about aging badly, bro? Them man didn't age gracefully at all. When you look at the level that they were at.
When did Paul Scholes retire?
Like 37 or something, bro. Paul Scholes aged like wine, bro. Man was still dictating the play in his mid to late 30s.
33 was still doing what he was still doing.
Bruv, in midfield as well, blood. It's not like he had to change positions and that. Like Rooney dropped back into midfield. Gerrard dropped back to try do the number 6 thing. You know what I'm saying? Lampard just kind of just.
Someone mentioned Owen, but yeah, Owen had a lot.
No, but Owen's was injuries though. It wasn't anything to do with how he aged.
Are you putting Roy Carroll down to injuries as well for his decline?
Oh, Andy Carroll, you mean?
I'm sorry, Andy Carroll.
Yeah, blood. Andy Carroll's decline was injuries, blood. When Andy Carroll was busting through, he was one of the coldest, bro. The coldest. Like Andy Carroll was meant to be like a real bad man, you know. Man was scoring scissors kicks for England under 21s, and that man was talking about this prayer like he was going to be the next Alan Shearer.
He had it all as well, bro. Like he had the
pace, the left foot,
the height, the
strength. Bruv, he was a sick player, you know. Like these men won't remember how sick he was. He was sick. That is why Liverpool spent that much money.
Yeah.
But man, bro, he was actually sick, bro.
Yeah.
Now Andy Carroll will look back at his career and say, yo, like, I was the man at school.
Yeah.
You know them ones. He was actually the man, bro.
For real. Because someone mentioned Jack Wilshere as well. Same thing, injuries, bro. Like, it's just injuries, man.
Injuries. That's not to do with aging, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's a shame because Jack Wilshere was another player who he would have, without injuries, he would have still been doing bits in his early 30s. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Because he had the technique, he had the ability, but obviously there's a lot of different factors when it comes to football, and injuries should not be forgotten. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like, unfortunately, I feel like that's what's gonna stop Harry Kane being effective at 34, 35. Like if his injury rate is this bad when he was from what 21 to 27 or whatever what he is now, you know. He's only going to be out longer or become slower and slower with more and more injuries. It's going to happen.
Yeah,
it will happen to him, innit? But
yeah, Bale's aged terribly as well. He's another one. I might say injuries, but bruv.
But Bale, when we say age badly as well, like the thing is, like Bale still looks like he's in the same shape as he was before. So what part? So is it just a factor that
it's the injuries, bro? Like
some of these men just don't want it like they wanted it before.
Bruv, of course he's not hungry. He's on 600 bags, but also it's the injuries, bro. Like it's just like Harry Kane. You see how Harry Kane's changing his game now because all these injuries in his ankle. Yeah, he's not playing on the shoulder no more because he knows that to add longevity to his career, he needs to change his game a bit, and he can change his career, but his game because he's technically good and he's got good football IQ.
Yeah,
Bale ain't that, bro. Bale's always been a pace and power guy, bro.
Yeah.
So now he ain't got the pace and power thing. He's just any scrub. That's what he is, bro. Like, and now he hasn't got pace to blow past, man. Because even when he ate Maicon, he just kicked it past him and ran. He didn't do nothing fancy. Yeah. He just kicked it past, man, and breezed him out. Now he can't breeze no one.
You're right.
If he runs, the fucking exhaust will fall off. Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's just what it is, bro. Bale's done out here, bro, and that's just what it is. He didn't age gracefully at all. Man said Kaká as well, blood. He didn't age great either, bro. When he was young and he was blowing man out, running from behind the halfway line, and then he kind of just fizzled out of football. Where did he even go?
Yeah,
after AC Milan, he just goes straight back to Brazil.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? And the thing is, with Kaká though, he came from like quite a wealthy family as well, so like he never had the He never had the hunger. He went to America as well, Orlando City, blood, Lowy.
Yeah, like that. But that's what I'm saying. That's why a lot of it does come down to motivation, bro. That's the thing. Right? a lot of these men just didn't have it. Like I think especially when you get towards the end of your career, like by then you've already won what you've won. You've probably already reached the peak of how much you're making. You've probably made a good amount and put it away. At this point, it's like, what are you still playing for? That's kind of that's probably a question that a lot of footballers get to when they're at that sort of 29, 30 age. Do you know what I'm saying? And you got to be to have the drive like a Zlatan or a Ronaldo. Do you know what I'm saying? To continue. I don't even want to just say, like, I know Scholes and Giggs is good examples, but especially those two, yeah, Zlatan and Ronaldo, not just because of the shape that they've kept themselves in, but they've also had multiple managers. And what I mean by that is, let's not get twisted. Like, we know the importance of Sir Alec, bro. Like, Sir Alex Ferguson was probably not. I don't want to say he forced Scholes and Giggs.
Yeah, but he made them uphold a certain level.
You got to realize, bro, those men looked to him like dad, bro.
It wasn't a choice. It wasn't a choice.
Exactly. And he would have made them stay on, or at least like worded, like sweet talk them to stay on. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Zlatan and Ronaldo is doing it from pure passion, bro, for the game.
Yeah. No matter where they go, who their manager is, they take it upon themselves to look after themselves, innit? You see that kind of like intrinsic motivation where nobody motivates them, they motivate themselves. That's what elite players have, innit? That's what Rooney never had. That's what Ronaldinho never had. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what a lot of people never had, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And that kind of thing where you motivate yourself, only special human beings have that, bro. It's got nothing to do with football, blood. Just in life. You know them ones. And that's what it is. Not many people have the consistency to wake up in the morning and say, you know what, I don't feel like this, but I'm going to do it anyway, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's not even about motivation, bro. It's about consistency. Because even when you're not feeling motivated, you still get it done, bro.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? You still turn up. You still show up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Motivation comes and goes, blood. And that's why you need consistency, bro.
Couldn't agree more.
And that's what you need. And my man said Hazard. Hazard's another one. Do you know what I mean? People can talk about injuries, yeah, but he ain't got the motivation. Probably the reason why he gets injured is because he don't look after himself.
Yeah.
Like, look at him turning up fat for pre-season and that. And also, Eden Hazard, he ain't been able to change his game, bruv. Eden Hazard still plays like he's a young player.
Yeah, you know the thing with people like him though, like you can tell, like the way he comes across, like he already felt like he was, because of the way probably Chelsea treated him, like the marquee player, like the player that everyone basically they couldn't win without him. And when you do that, yeah, you get lost in the sauce. That's what happened to him. So when he went to Real Madrid, even before he even kicked the first ball with them, he was like, bro, I'm the man. I'm the guy.
Hazard, yeah.
And you've got to have an element of you got to be humble to a certain extent to be driven, bro. Like you can't think that you've already reached the climax, you've already reached the peak, because that's what Eden Hazard.
You always have to wanna be improving. Do you know what I mean? Ronaldo wakes up every morning and probably thinks, yo,
bro, Ronaldo
I want to be better. Zlatan probably wakes up and says, yo, I want to be better.
Trust me, bro. Those men could have retired 3 years ago. No one would have complained.
Bro, these men are. That's it. These men are close. These are multi-millionaires.
And not just that, they're that as well as the fact that it's not like they're, bro.
They've won everything as well. So I think Zlatan hasn't won a Champions League, but he's won everything else.
Everything else multiple times.
Yeah, and Cristiano's won the whole lot. Do you know what I mean? My man like Statman saying Dele Alli. One thing I'll say about Dele Alli is if I was managing him, I'll be able to get a tune out of him. I don't think Dele Alli's finished at all.
I don't think Dele Alli's finished. I feel like the issue with Dele Alli is that, like you said, is not motivation to play the game. But it might just be sometimes it's a social. I feel like it's a lot. He does need coaching. He needs man management himself to get the best out. And it doesn't necessarily mean he doesn't want it. It just means he needs guidance. And he hasn't got that guidance at the moment. And he hasn't had it for a while, I'm guessing. Do you know what I'm saying? And maybe under Poch, he would have had better guidance. And he needs that. Maybe he needs to move to a club where there is a manager that will put their arm around him more, rather than a more pragmatic manager who kind of cares just about the results and what they're getting from the team in terms of performances. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. 100%, bro. He's one of them guys where he needed a manager that was going to understand his temperament, also play to his strengths and get the best out of him, bro. Jose was never gonna be that guy.
No, never.
Yeah, never gonna be that guy. So I don't necessarily blame him. I think technically Dele Alli's still a player. You know, like that. He's still a player. Do you know what I'm saying? And my man said unpopular opinion. But I don't think it is an unpopular opinion. I think when you look at players, bruv, listen, like you see, players with that style of play, and not just him, players with that style of play are one bad injury, yeah, or like half a year. We saw it with Fernando Torres. Fernando Torres had one injury, lost the yard of pace, was never the same again because he's so heavily reliant on his pace. His pace is the difference between him and
you just summed it up. Like the thing with Rashford, bro, is that he's not elite at beating a man. He's not elite at reading the game, basically transitioning play. He's not elite at shooting one-on-one. So all of these things, what he is elite at is his pace, isn't it? And his dribbling on the ball. So if you lose that pace, like that, with no disrespect to the last comment in it, that's why we can't even compare him to Wayne Rooney in that sense. Because
Rooney's a lot technically better than him. Way better.
As much as he was finished, bro, at 30, bro, when he had it, bro. Like,
but also Rooney could drop back here, and even though he wasn't good in midfield, he could still do a job. I can't see my man playing any other position than the position he plays because he's not technically good enough to. You know them ones. Like he can't do it. At least with players like Henry, yeah. As he got older, he dropped back and played in the 10. Like even Dwight York dropped into midfield.
You can't see Rashford dropping back.
What, I'm playing in the 6? Yeah, right, blood. You know them ones there. Like Dwight York dropped back and played in the number 6. Yeah. Thierry Henry dropped back and played in the 10. R9 dropped back and played in the 10 and was doing bits because these men have got mad vision, mad technical ability. Like he don't have that. You know them ones. I could even see Martial dropping back and doing like a number 10 or something because he can hold the ball and he can pass and that. When you even like players like Salah as well and like Mane, bro, them man ain't dropping back into midfield to dictate the play, bruv. Them man ain't nah, bro. Like once their pace gone there, their career's over.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like literally by 30, man will be playing in Qatar.
The only fortunate thing that Mane has over Salah and Rashford though is that he's a little better technically.
A little. Do you know what I mean? I don't even think he's a lot better.
But you know what? I feel that he does more running than you see other parts to Mane's game only because of the way Klopp plays. I think
Mane is a more old school winger. You know them ones, like where you get up and down. You know them ones, like a Zaha, like they get up and down. Yeah. Whereas I think Rashford and Salah are like wide forwards, in it. I don't think Mane is a wide forward. I just think he's a winger.
In this modern game, can you be a wide forward or a winger that can't beat a man or beat men? Like that's what I'm trying to say. Is like I don't know.
Yeah, but none of them can't really beat men like that.
Well, I've seen Mane and Salah beat a man multiple times. They flicked a man
but just with pace though. It's not like old wingers used to be able to beat man, one-on-one, like from a from still. You know them
Ryan Giggs things and that.
Yeah, bruv. Drop the shoulder, big man.
My man going in and out in that.
Bruv, Giggs was dropping the shoulder, touching it outside, and then playing it inside and nutmegging man every time.
That's it.
Even Ashley Youngblood, when he was playing out wide, he could drop the shoulder and beat a man inside and then do the nutmeg thing. Giggs was megging man for fun, bro. Now a lot of these wide players are just kicking it past man and running, or they're getting played into a channel and they're using their pace. The art of actually beating players, one-on-one in ISO, it don't happen no more.
That's the one part that I miss about the old style of football, bro. Like beating a man one-on-one, like you don't see that much anymore, or you don't see those sort of like matchups on the field anymore, where it's one because bro, people just double up now. Any players that have any sort of a level of ability, they get doubled up on, and most of these men don't either have the confidence or the manager puts them in a system where they don't try and beat a man. They just
but cool, double up, bro. Take you both on, blood. That's what football used to be, bro.
Bro, you gotta have so many different levels of bro. That's like that's the way Neymar tries to play sometimes, which is what we love. Neymar will take a man on, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? He will take a man on and he'll put you on he'll put you on your bum. Do you know what I'm saying? Straight. Yeah. But in the Premier League, bro, you don't see that much anymore now.
Yeah.
And like Rashford now, even when he is one-on-one, bro, it's like the most he does is a kick pass and run round or something, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Bro, but that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, man grew up from the era of like football in a cage, blood, like Wembley, blood, 1 versus 10 man, bro, and you have to beat 10 man and beat the keeper, blood. Like, so you know what I mean? So for me, if you're a wide player, yeah, and you're not cooking defenders and you're not scoring, bro, I don't rate it, blood. It's dead. Like, you're just an athlete that was fortunate enough to be given a chance, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of these men, if they lose half a yard of pace, they're done, because the thing that separates them from the defenders is the fact that they're quicker than them. What happens when you're no longer quicker than the defenders you play against? You're done. You're done. You know what I mean, brother? As soon as Salah can't kick it and run past, man, he's finished.
That's what I hope he does. That's what I hope he does. Somehow become a better shooter and a better striker. So when he can move, so he can be more adaptable to a different position, because it's only going to be a matter of time if he loses a yard of pace, or if he's up against faster wing backs, which is happening more and more. Wing backs are now quicker than they ever
wing backs are now. They used to be wingers, so now they're all quick, bro.
Exactly, they're all rapid. So now he's getting matched up to players who are just as quick as him a lot of the time now. So now it's like Rashford's got to add something to his game, innit? Like, so he's not reliant on this situation. That's what.
It's too late. You can't add something to your game at 24 years old. You can't.
Is it?
You know them. 24, yeah. 24 November.
He's 24 now.
Yeah, in November. You can't add nothing to your game, bro. You know the ones that you can't add that to your game. You have to have it in you. You have to have that technical attributes in there. Man's not a passer. Man ain't got a weight or pass. Hasn't got any of those things, bro. You can't add those things.
I'm going to mention now that weight or pass that he done a couple of weeks ago.
That wasn't a weight or pass. That was just a cross, blood. Man just slapped the one he slapped onto Cavani's head, or the one to. Nah, bro, that was a cross, innit? Man strikes the ball the same way, blood. Man knuckleballs everything, blood. You know, everything gets hit with just mad power, like, and just mad flat, like everything. You know what I mean? Sometimes dink it. You know what I mean? Sometimes curl it. Now everything just hit flat and hard. Everything. You know the one, and that's what it is, bro. Like, that's not the same. That's why if you don't have that delicate passing, like, for instance, look at the pass that Sigurdsson played to Bernard for the winning goal against Everton. Look at the way he's just dinked that over the top and that. You have to have a mixture of them delicate passes and driven passes and that for me to call you a passer. Do you know what I mean? If you're smashing everything into people, you're not a passer, bro. And if you're not a passer, you can't play centrally.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, innit? Which means as soon as man's pace goes, either you play at right back, like what Ashley Young did. He lost a bit of pace and then he changed to a left back. Either left back or retire, because you can't play on the wing no more because you ain't got pace.
Probably one of
the Ashley Young's mad intelligent, so he could play at left back. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't see Rashford playing left back. Not gonna happen, bro. You know what I mean? So, man, don't even want to make it about him. It's about all the players in that ilk. A lot of these modern day wingers, these modern day wingers don't have the same level of technical ability that the wingers of yesteryears had, bro. Do you know what I mean? So they can't go play nowhere else. The reason why Giggs could play central after is because man had good vision, good touch, and he could pass. So he could play centre mid.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna stick flipping Andros Townsend in CM now, blood. You know what I'm saying? Like DM and that. Townsend, bro. Man just kicks it down the line and tries to put crosses in.
Yeah.
No, like that. Like, you're just not gonna do that.
Bro, a lot of the time, like, because to this conversation just reminds you that a lot of the time you got to judge players from the start of their career and the end of their career, like the way that they finish, the way they start as well, like how good they use the tools that they've got about them. Because there's some players who are only good at one or two things, do you know what I'm saying? But they made the most of the ability they had at the time, innit? But there are certain players who have, like, you got to show respect to how they made the most and changed their game as they got older, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Like you mentioned, Ryan Giggs was a perfect example. I remember the first time I saw Ryan Giggs cutting inside or playing central midfield, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
When I was younger, obviously, like, but when you look back on it, after he retired, you look back at how he transformed his game. It was such an intelligent move. But again, how much you put down to the manager, how much you put down to the player. Do you know what I'm saying? I do think the influence of Sir Alec was mad, bro. Like I feel because sometimes I look at the way some of these players are after Sir Alex has left, yeah, and it's like if he wasn't there, these men might have retired at 31. They might not. Do you know what I'm saying?
For sure, he definitely kept them coming.
They kept them coming. So a lot of the time, it is down to guidance as well. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like there are a lot of players who need good guidance long term from a coach or a manager or a mentor in it to help them make the right decision and keep themselves in shape.
Yeah, 100%. Look at Jack Grealish, bro. Look at the way he passes a ball, blood. He can easily drop into the 6 when he gets older and 100%. Just do what Michael Carrick and Scholes then, just dictate the play. Foot on the ball, roll it 100%. Under his studs, ping it. Like, bruv, all day. 100%. As soon as he loses that burst of speed, yeah, that takes him past players, he can just sit in midfield and dictate the play, bro. He can play in the Prem till he's in his mid-30s. Comfy.
100%.
Because he's got a level of technical ability that these men can even dream of. Same with Phil Foden. This brother's going to play until he's 40, blood, if he wants.
Yeah.
Because he can do everything.
But he can do everything. And he's shown that at his young age already. So he's only going to get better. Do you know what I'm saying? But I rate players like that. I rate players
exactly.
Like that.
Grealish could play like Thiago, blood, when he loses his pace. Easy. And he'll just be strolling around the pitch with his low socks, blood. Just dictating the game.
Bro, Grealish is the best example of it, though. Bro.
He's not like one of these. Most of these academy players now, they're all robotic, they're all tall, they're all quite lean, and they all got a decent amount of pace. You like your Tammy Abrahams and all these guys, bruv. Like they're all similar build, blood. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Him, Rashford, all of them tall, like they got that muscular, skinny kind of build. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's almost like these men have been picked up out of a line and that. They're like, yeah, you that one, all right,
bruv. That's what it is, bro. The little muscular, skinny build, quite quick. Do you know what I'm saying? You can play the ball into the channel, they'll hold it. You know what I'm saying? Man can do a few kick-ups and that. But in the actual game, there's none of that.
Bro, the unfortunate fact of it is, bro, like that's why taller players a lot of the time, they have a lot easier time getting through the academy and getting to where they are now in it. So when you're shorter, you've got, and that's why you always see the shorter the player, a lot of the time who's playing at a high level, bro, they're usually technically gifted, bro. Like, because they wouldn't have got there otherwise. They wouldn't have had opportunity, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Players like Tammy Abraham, bro, athletes, tall, skinny, bro. Those are match made in heaven, bro, for some of these scouts when they're looking at certain players to play up front.
Bro, I remember when I was still playing and I went to QPR at under 18s, and I had my growth spurt late, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm 5'10" now, but bruv, when we was in under 18s, under 17s, I was about say 5'7" or something. Bro, all the youths look like defenders to me, blood. I'm thinking, why are all these mad big 6'3" black guys? and I'm like, that's not the centre back. Yeah. But like that's the striker. Built like a centre back. Literally, I was the smallest guy there and I was like, right, this is mad. It looked like a factory, blood. Yeah. You know them ones. And when we were doing 2-touch, I was smoking all of them. But I was like, bro, these men are huge, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. They're just big guys, bro. Big athletic guys, bro. One of their strides is like 3 of mine. You know, like that. And it's like all these men look the same now. Do you know what I'm saying? All these men look the same. Stylistically, all these men look the same, bro, when you watch them play football. And you just know, as soon as man lose half a yard, they're not even in the Prem no more.
That's the shit. That's the shame, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? Because, but again, it comes to scouting. It comes to looking for players for the right reasons. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I know if the scouting was better in the English system, we would have more Grealishes. Do you know what I'm saying? We would come across more players like Phil Foden and Jack Grealish. Do you know what I'm saying? And I say that in the sense that, like, for the last 20, 30 years, England haven't churned out many top world-class midfielders and strikers. Do you know what I'm saying? There's been very few. You can probably count on one hand, like we have on previous shows. Do you know what I'm saying? And for as big as the game is in this country, there should be more in it. So that leads to the fact that sometimes we're also looking for the wrong things. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely. Like, big up everyone. Smash up that like button. 100%, bruv. Man said at academies now, you got 6 foot 12-year-olds. Bruv, they're everywhere, blood. What?
Hey, 6 foot. But, bro, that's again one of the reasons why they get picked as well. That's
the main reason they get picked, bruv. Bruv, every time I went to academies, a man was always one of the smallest. And the best with my feet, blood. Bruv, it's impossible to be at that age, yeah? Your kids are clumsy anyway. You know them ones. So imagine being 12, 13 years old and you're 6'3". You can't control them limbs, blood. Do you know what I mean? Kids are clumsy, bro. Like, kids are always falling all over the place. You know when you go through the growth spurts and they look like camels and that, bare, like knock knees, badly, and then bruv, size 15 feet and that, bruv, you can't control the ball with them big feet, blood. You know what I mean? And I mean, you see them kids just, bruv, and they're getting picked, fam.
Yeah.
That's just how it is, bro. That's how it stays, unfortunately. Do you know what I mean? So that's some joke thing, but that's how the academy system kind of is here, bruv. You know what I mean? So that is why, bruv, when I played football, I traveled, like, I played outside of England for most of the time because, bruv, like, they only care about techers, blood. When you go other places, they only care about tech. They don't care about nothing else. They don't care about nothing else. If you ain't got feet, they don't really care about nothing else, bro. Like, they judge you by what you can do with a football, blood. We used to play 2-touch at the start of every training session in Sweden, brother. And if you came last, you was on the goal line getting balls pelted at you at the end of the session, bro. Like, brother, every game, blood, and even the goalkeepers played it. Everyone had to play 2-touch. It was part of training, bruv. Know what I'm saying? Like, there was no option. You had to be good with your feet. And now, bruv, you get me? Bare these men are dead, fam.
Now,
so
if you got height and you've got other things that fit, then you get let off.
That's what I'm saying, bruv. You just gotta look at, bruv. Look at Crouchy. Yeah, technically, he's one of the best players England have had. His touch was mad, you know.
Yeah,
mad. But the reason why Crouchy made it is because of his height, not because of his footballing ability.
Yeah, but it's because
he could.
You can imagine everyone who would ever analyze the guy before he even Brody for the first 10 years of his career, bro. The first thing they'll talk about is his height, innit? And they'll lead off with the height. Like, this guy is 6'7" or whatever he was, 6'8". Like that's it. Like, and that would be, but on the flip side of that, that is also what helped his career as well, even later on, because a lot of managers bought him because he's tall. To stick the ball, stick a ball in his head. Do you know what I'm saying? That was the idea for a long time. Funny enough, he wasn't even amazing with his head. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Brother, he wasn't, but brother, he had mad tech though. His touch was mad. He bicycles at like what, 6'7".
Yeah, mad tech still. I just wish he would, for himself, he was better with his head. If he was better with his head, man would have racked up a lot more goals than he did before he retired. Anyway.
Yeah, facts. I said Marlon Harewood with food stamps. This is hilarious. You man are terrible, blood. You know them ones. Nah, big up everyone. Man said food stamps, bruv. Mazzolini, bruv. Man said Scholes or Modric.
Marlon Harewood still.
It will hurt me to compare Scholes and Luka Modric, bruv. I'm not gonna lie, because they're not the similar kind of player, bruv. But bruv, Luka had more to his game. That's all I would say, innit? Like, Scholes couldn't dribble, innit? Luka Modric's dribbling was a fuckeries. But Scholes' passing was mad. You know them ones. That comes down to preference. Like, what do you like, innit? You know them ones. But Luka Modric is one of the best all-round midfielders I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything. There's nothing he couldn't do. He could attack, he could defend, he could tackle, he could dribble, he could shoot, he could pass, he could cross. Like, he was on corners and that, bruv. Like, he could do everything. He was almost like a winger playing centre mid, bro. Like, he could dribble like a winger. Like, Luka Modric could do everything.
Bro, the benefit of being an all-rounder, like being a midfielder at that level and being an all-rounder, trust me, like, it was there's not many that's like that. Like, even when you look at Scholes, bro, he couldn't, like, also Modric was better defensively. He had better defensive like attributes like about him. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. In terms of, you can rely on him. You can't rely on him getting back like a full-on DM, but you can rely on him more than you can rely on Scholes. Scholes was a yellow card merchant, bro.
Of course, bruv. Scholes was like, listen, give me when we've got the ball, shout me, innit? Bro, you know,
anytime I saw Scholes trying to slide and tackle, bro, you just
knew it was a yellow card, bro. More times he used to just take the yellow card for the team, bro. Like, he wasn't interested in tackling. You know that one. If you're using that logic, you know what I'm saying?
Trust me.
So nah, that's just what it is, bruv. You know what I'm saying? What the man say Pogba ain't it technically, bro? He's the most technical player in the world, blood.
Did that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Bruv, there's not a better player in the world technically than Pogba. What's man talking about? That both feet, blood.
I don't know where that came from.
Both feet, blood. Hey, listen, blood. Listen. Hey, that's a fuckery, bruv. Paul Pogba is the most flipping complete footballer I've ever seen in my life, blood. What's man talking about? What man scores headers, man scores left foot, right foot, volley, can ping a pass with both feet, can tackle.
People get warped here with Pogba because of the way he carries the ball. It makes it feel like people think he's got an awkward technique, like because he runs almost like in a sense that
he runs like he's 6'3" because he is. Yeah, exactly. 6'4", blood. Like
because of that, people think that the tech is off, bro. It's not the tech.
Bruv, he runs like he's a big man because he's a big man, bruv. Imagine being that size. If Paul Pogba was 5'8", blood, imagine the madness, how mad it would look because his feet are stupid. The reason why Thiago looks so fluid the way he looks is because he's short, blood.
Same with when Shaqiri as well, years ago.
Yeah, that's why, bro. Because they're more compact, so everything looks a bit more gracious, innit? You know them ones. But bruv, you don't get points for that. Because when Pogba's ready to do some fucking arrive at the back post late, blood, and he's taking man with him, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's a fucking train, blood.
Trust me.
Man talking about Pogba's tech is second to none, bruv, in this football tick, blood. You know, like that. The most complete attacking player in the world is definitely Neymar, blood. But in terms of all-round football, attack, defend, header, volley, bruv, no one can chat to Pogba. It's not close. It's not close, blood. You know,
I can remember in the last couple of decades in the Premier League of that level is Yaya. Who's another
Yaya was a freak, blood, and that's what Pogba is. But Pogba's more flair in it, whereas Yaya's just power. Like I'm just breezing past, man.
When Yaya will just run right through the middle,
bruv, no skills, blood, just straight through, blood. Like fuck everyone, no shoulder shimmy, no nothing, move, going straight through, blood.
No shoulder, bro. Man will just run. That's it, bro. That's it. Bang, 30 yards. Oh.
That's what I'm saying. It's a mad thing, bruv. Big up everyone inside, bruv. Wayne Rooney, clear Torres, blood. Torres couldn't chat to Wazza, bro. Torres couldn't even dribble. Man used to be chasing his first touch.
No, you know what? And that's the thing, though.
He was so clumsy. Have you seen how Torres used to dribble, blood? He was so dead, bro. Like he was just pace.
El Nino badge, though, from that 18 months, when he was just different, when he was giving even United nightmares, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, over his career, come on. Come on, can't compare them.
Nah, bro, man can't compare them, bro. Torres was a bum still, just the pace and power merchant. You know them ones. If he was AF, they would call him that, but because man had the little blue eyes and the freckles, man didn't want to call him a PMP player, but that's what he is, bro.
It's mad because as soon as I think of Torres, all I think of is that time when he rounded the keeper still.
Yeah, I missed.
But yeah, he's one of the few that's won it all still. So
that's what I'm saying. Big up everyone inside. This was a quality show, man. And like we have to finish on this because Simeone, blood. See what man said about Pogba, blood. He's got everything, blood. He can any team, blood. Any team, bro. Any generation, bro.
Yeah.
What a player, blood. Man, put respect on Paul, blood. What's man talking about? You know them ones. Big up everyone inside. You get me? Man's live with Lee Gunner. Back to back straight after this, bruv. You man got back to back shows. Do you know what I mean? So big up the rats that are gonna be passing through. You get me? Make sure you follow Akeem on the socials. You got the @ right there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, straight back in with another show, people. Back to back, just like yesterday, and then tomorrow off, and then match day build up on Sunday, people. What you got going on, Akeem? Anyway, you got anything to plug for the rest of the day, or you chilling?
Nothing to plug in terms of shows today, bro. But we're gonna be carrying out a couple of shows next week. So make sure you keep us in your DMs, in your mentions, man, in your notifications as always. But also, like I never say enough, big up Rants. I think a few people said at the start of this channel, started this chat today. Trust me, being put out for the community. There's a lot of people who's not doing anywhere near as much work as Rants is on a day-to-day basis, And to be honest, a lot of people just not also as honest and straightforward as well. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of people out here who's just a certain way over on camera, but then when you see him in person, completely different. Completely different. Do you know what I'm saying? Right?
100%.
This is accurate to everything you can believe him to be. So big up Rants, and make sure if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. 100.
I big up everyone inside. We're going over to the next stream with Lee Gunner. Man's gonna see you lot in